everybody, I just wanted to take a second to share with you guys the spreadsheet system that I use for keeping track of my invites. Every month I create a blank template and I insert a table onto that template that's a 10 by 10 table. I'll go ahead and show you July's. I just go to insert, no I don't, table, insert table. I create a 10 by 10 table, so that gives me 100 cells. And initially, of course, it's blank like it is down here. And as I invite people either to buy a challenge pack or to go into coaching, I type their name into one of the cells. When I get a definitive no from someone, I turn their cell red. When someone purchases, I'm going to show you guys May because it's already filled out and a little easier to read. When someone gives me a definitive no, I turn the cell red. Sometimes I'll put a little note in as to why they're saying no. For instance, both of these people told me that they're currently using Advocare. So I went ahead and turned theirs red and just made a little note. In a couple of months, I'll probably check back in with them and ask them if they're still enjoying Advocare, if they're still using Advocare, and follow up with them that way. If they purchase, I turn their cell green, so you can see right here, this is one of my friends who purchased a 21-day fixed challenge pack. I like to put that note there because it also gives me the opportunity to contact her and to be specific and to ask her, are you enjoying 21-day fix? Do you still like it? What flavor Shakeology did you get? Are you enjoying Shakeology? That's just sort of my little system for keeping track of who's purchased what at this point. Someone who is yellow because I've sent some sort of initial contact or invitation to that person, and they're in communication with me. They're messaging back, they're thinking about it, which is what I put right here, but they're communicating with me in some way. The ones that are white are people who I've reached out to maybe once, twice, usually 3 times is the max. And I'm not hearing any response back. They're just completely ignoring my messages. So you can only do so much. But I tried to fill in everything for the entire month. The month of May was a good month for me. I actually ended up having to add cells. So this spreadsheet is over 100 contacts at this point. The only other thing I wanted to point out to you all was the ones that are in bold. Anybody who is in bold, I specifically invited them to coaching. So it wasn't just necessarily to order a challenge pack or to join a challenge group, but it was specifically for coaching. And that's when I put their name in bold. So that's kind of my little system. The one other thing I wanted to show you, I think I'm going to be able to do it with Jan here. She told me in the month of May that she is interested. Finances were a problem for the month of May, and she asked me to check back with her. So when someone does that, she gets added to the next month. So as soon as she tells me, money's tight, check back with me next month, I go ahead and right then I create June's spreadsheet, and I go ahead and put her name right there at the beginning of June. And I do that every single month. So if someone tells me no, not right now, I will ask them, is it okay for me to contact you next month, or when would you like for me to contact you again? When they give me that time frame, I go ahead and I add them to that spreadsheet. So they just sort of carry over. But you can see this is June. June wasn't as good as May. I'm going to be honest. I was not as diligent in making my contacts and inviting in June as I should have been. And I've already shown you guys the spreadsheet for May. And you can see sort of that little carryover system. Jessica and Courtney both told me that right now wasn't a great time for them, but they asked that I check back with them in October. So I've put, you know, their name on July. I've went ahead and turned it red because they did give me a definitive no, but I put a little note in there to invite them back in October. And what I've done is went ahead and created the October spreadsheet, which I don't have pulled up for you. And their names are the very first 2 names on that list. So in October, they will be my first 2 invites, and then I'll go on from there. So that's sort of my system. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I appreciate you coming and taking a look at that, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have about it.